This is how the latest and greatest Samsung Galaxy S series phone S21 Ultra looks. But turning the clock 11 years back, this is how the first Samsung Galaxy S used to look. Kicking things in, it might feel weird to compare two phones that are generations ahead to each other, but it gives us an idea of technology advancements we have seen over the last decade. So in terms of hardware, both of them are equal in thickness, with S21 Ultra being little less at 8.9mm compared to S1, which is at 9.9mm. But other than that, they are entirely different. The S1 is 2/3 of S21 Ultra, which makes it a smaller phone. But even in that smaller phone, there are two large bezels on the top and the bottom. On the other hand, the S21 Ultra screen is brighter, bigger, but not only that, it's smoother thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate. On the other side, the S1 completely falls short with its small low-res display. But I have to say, the display is not as bad as you think. It's a Super AMOLED panel, and considering that it's a 11-year back phone, Super AMOLED is impressive. Fun fact, iPhone 11, which you might know as one of the most popular iPhones, still use LCD panel, while this S1 uses an AMOLED panel. Now onto the design. The S21 Ultra has the most modern looking design on any smartphone. I really love the look of this phone. But the S1 is not bad though. It has a rim on the edges with cool grey finish, and it has these three back, home and recent buttons which used to be there in every single phone that time. And yeah, it brings in a lot of memories seeing those buttons. Also, the S1 is a plastic phone. I'm not complaining here, and I know that all the phones released that time were plastic, but when compared to metal or glass, plastic always falls short. It does not look as premium as glass, and it does not feel as solid as glass. Oh yeah, one thing that plastic gave us which glass never was able to is removable bags. I mean, it's refreshing to see less restrictive smartphones. These mobiles can not only be easily opened but also can be easily repaired. The repairing costs were very low and they were actually very durable. So both of them combined makes longer life of a smartphone. On the other hand, the S21 Ultra, I accept it has a great build, quality materials, and literally the best display protection on the planet. But this phone, I mean the Samsung Galaxy S1, is more resistant to damage compared to S21 Ultra. But one thing that came in our side in the recent days is the IP rating. The S21 Ultra comes with IP68, possibly the best rating ever, and it lives up to that. It can resist in deep water without damage, but the S1 can't. Okay, let's put these two phones side by side. The S1 runs TouchWiz UI, which is kinda criticized for its slow performance, while the S21 Ultra on the other hand runs One UI 2.1, which is the best version of Samsung UI till date. But looking at a 11-year gap, I understood one thing clearly. Samsung loves stacking up features. It's not only now, but it's the same from very initial days of Samsung. Okay, I actually wanted to speak a bit about performance as well. But there is absolutely no point in comparing them. But in my usage, S1 is still usable, not very slow, manageable. Only problem is some apps don't work in S1 anymore. YouTube does not open, App Store does not work. So to use it, you have to root it. On the flip side, the S21 Ultra. It's a legend in terms of performance. It's an ultra smooth feel to use this phone. Now let's talk cameras. The S21 Ultra has 4 cameras, of which the main camera is 108 megapixel, while the S1 has only one camera, which is 5 megapixel. And it's obvious the S21 Ultra's cameras outperform S1 in every possible area, but I'm excited to see the samples. Okay, let's start with the samples taken under good lighting. So keeping the day and night difference between these two cameras aside, I'm actually really impressed with the cameras on S1. Even though I'll not be able to use these cameras every day like I use my other cameras, I found some interesting stuff. The S1 had very decent sensor considering it being a decade old phone. I had instances where there is enough light and the picture taken with S1 was able to retain details for around 2 to 2.5x, which is great in my opinion. And here I don't really want to talk about S21 Ultra. I mean, it's a really good camera. Moving on to night, that's the difference you would see. Day and night. Now, to power these systems, the S21 Ultra and S1 use a 5000 mAh and a 1500 mAh battery respectively. And on paper, it looks 5000 mAh just crushes a 1500 mAh cell. But to power a power packed phone like S21 Ultra, it needs 5000 mAh. And in real life, you don't see that big of a difference in battery on these two phones. S21 Ultra may perform a bit better due to the strong battery optimizations, but trust me, it's not a big difference. And to conclude things off, I truly felt that technology is moving rapidly fast. Fast to such an extent where 8GB or 16GB internal memory on Samsung Galaxy S1 has now become 8GB or 16GB RAM on S21 Ultra. Writing this on my script paper gave me goosebumps. And yeah, that's pretty much about this video. Hope you guys like it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.